All righty then. I got a real fun one for you today, friends. A real fun one, I think, anyway. YMCA. Remember that? YMCA, the Village People. Let's go ahead and get into it. We'll watch it, and then we'll talk a little bit about it. But I think there's some really important, significant things to discuss about YMCA and the Village People. So here we go. Burning Branch. There they are.
Young man, there's no need to feel down. I said, young man, pick yourself off the ground. I said, young man, cause you're in a new town. There's no need to be unhappy. Young man, there's a place you can go. I said, young man, when you're short on your dough, you can stay there. I'm sure you will find many ways to have a good time. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. They have everything for young men to enjoy. You can hang out with all the boys. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. You can get yourself clean. You can have a good meal. You can do whatever you feel. Young man, are you listening to me? I said, young man, what do you wanna be? I said, young man, you can make real your dreams, but you got to know this one thing. No man does it all by himself. I said, young man, put your pride on the shelf and just go there to the YMCA. I'm sure they can help you today. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. They have everything for young men to enjoy. You can hang out with all the boys. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. You can get yourself clean. You can have a good meal. You can do whatever you feel. Young man, I was once in your shoes. I said I was down and out with the blues. I felt no man cared if I were alive. I felt the whole world was so tired. That's when someone came up to me and said, young man, take a walk up the street. It's a place there called the YMCA. They can start you back on your way. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. They have everything for young men to enjoy. You can hang out with all the boys. YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. Young man, there's no need to feel down. Young man, pick yourself off the ground. YMCA. And just go to the YMCA. Young man, I was once in your shoes. Young man.
Wow. All right, so I'm sorry about the glitchiness of this, but in fact was in the original video, so there's not much I could do about it. What I want to talk about, though, was this. In the last election cycle we've gone through, the last couple of years, there's been a big controversy over gay rights and gay pride parades and gay pride month and painting the streets with the rainbow flag and, you know, having these story hours for children led by, you know, queens and what have you. When the YMCA came out and the Village People, it was generally accepted by people that I knew and myself that this was a group of gay guys got together and because that's what hung out at the Village back then. That was their area, their thing. And they came out with this YMCA song, and it was fun, and everybody enjoyed it. Everybody sang along with it. Nobody had an issue with it. And I think it was a better time because people were just okay with it. You know, you're gay, Bubba, you do you, no problem. And I still believe that. I'm not homophobic in the least bit. I don't swing that way. But if you do, you do you, baby. You do you. I don't have a problem with it. But when we've got to where we have, Gay Pride months, and we have people having parades through town where they're butt naked or wearing nothing but, a G-string or something or a thong, and they're out there dancing in front of children, or they have nightclubs and they have these teen kids and younger stripping in these places, which has been going on here in Columbus, Ohio. They went too far. They went too far. And so now they're getting a lot of pushback. And, they're trying to get rid of Gay Pride Month and make it Veteran Month. Personally, I think that makes more sense. Veterans have certainly done more for America than gay people have. I don't have a problem with you being gay. I have a problem with you shoving your gayness down my throat and expecting me to change my life because of it. That's where the line, for me personally, that's where my line is drawn. And so when I see these people, trying to read stories to my grandchildren, when I see them putting books into the elementary schools that are clearly directed at trying to involve people. What's the word they use for it now? People are being... I forget the word for it. Well, they try to get young kids to join them. Wrong. Don't, gay pride story hour. No, not a thing. I don't want you trying to convince my grandsons and granddaughter that they are gay. And we've seen a lot of this stuff going on, and a lot of it's misinformation. A lot of it is misguided in my book. Now, maybe you're gay, and that's fine. Let me clarify. It's absolutely fine if you have a proclivity to like people of the same sex as you. I don't have a problem with that. I just have a problem when you expect everybody else to change their life to accommodate you. No offense, but you ain't that big a deal. Neither am I. Nobody is. Nobody has the right to tell other people how to live their life. What to say. Nobody has the right to do that. You come off to me looking like a girl, I'm going to call you ma'am or her or what have you. And if it's wrong, well, then that burden is on you to do what you need to do to change the way people react to you. It's not up to me to have to guess your pronouns and, And so I look back at when the Village people were doing this. You got a guy dressed up as a cowboy and an Indian and a cop and a factory or a plumbing worker and all these guys. And there's a guy who's a biker and they're kind of poking fun at all of these things. But it also goes to show you the universalness in which you can find people of other sexual persuasions. And again, it's okay. But keep it amongst yourselves. Don't expect the rest of the world to kowtow to you. That's all. I don't expect the world to kowtow to me. I have my thoughts, and if you agree with them, fine. If you don't, well, you're entitled to your own opinion, no matter how wrong it may be. So, anyway, I hope I don't get slammed on here for this. Get in the comment section. Give me your thoughts on this. But again, old grandpa, I am not a homophobe in any stretch of the imagination. You do you, baby. But let's keep it at that. You doing you, and or your adult friends. Keep it off the streets. Keep it out of the schools. Kind of like drugs. Wow, that's interesting.